Another lovely evening here in the Gulf of America, Florida. And today I'm doing a project on this golf cart. I'm going to install this fishing pole and cooler rack on that front roll bar. This one is designed for the 25 quart IGLOO. They do make them for the Yeti cooler as well. I like this one because it has the four fishing pole holders on the front. The Yeti one has them here on the side. It's also a slightly thinner one. I have a very wide golf cart. I wanted the wider holder. I bought the IGLOO just to go with this. I already had a cooler. I bought another one just to put in here. Our goal is to have this permanently mounted right here. Let's get started. Before you order this, make sure that your front crash bar, roll bar, whatever you want to call it, at least has one bar at least 1.5 inches. That's what this little loop right here is designed for, the 1.5 inch bar. A lot of golf carts have these smaller ones, these little 1-inch ones on it. You want the 1.5 inch one. So we're going to need to drill some holes. So what we're going to do is we want it to be so this bar actually rests against that bar. You see that little bar right there resting there? It's going to help hold it up. So I'm going to measure equal distance from both sides, center this, and then mark where I want to drill my holes. So just in case you don't have any friends or somebody helpful, or your teenage daughters all think that working on stuff is icky now and have no interest, I'm using my good old friend Mr. Zip Tie to hold this in place to where I want to screw it. It's nice I can still move it left and right, make adjustments, make sure it's centered. So I'll do that now. All right, got it centered. It looks a tiny bit off if you're looking at these. I notice this bar to here is 5 1/8, and this bar to here is 5. So these bars aren't perfectly aligned in the middle here. You can see that one closer to that pole. So there's not like, don't use those bars. Use the corners to ensure alignment. Make the corners line up. So I'm good here. And you also see that I got it resting here, like using gravity to push against that bar. So it's not 100% flat. And, you know, that's fine. I don't want it rattled. I want it low in here. And then so these are a little bit off there. I want that actually, I do want that touching there. So I can put a hole through that if I need to. I think it's going to look good. And now I'm going to drill holes at an angle through here and come in a little bit of an angle so I get the whole bar. I'll drill a small hole and then a slightly larger hole and I'll build my way up. And all I'm doing is small, medium, large, slowly drilling a larger and larger hole until I've got my hole. And now I can put my drill in and I can align the straight and do the other side. I will call out one oversight, I should say. Now you want to use stainless steel bolts that don't rust, but the stainless steel bolts don't match the black on black. So, all right, well, I got my hole drilled. One bolt they sent is long. I can always see the pipe, no problem. I'll be able to mount this. I'll use these bolts for now, and I'll just go buy some black bolts once I'm happy with the installation. One side done, time to do the other. Just going to wrench these down tight. They look great. I will get shorter bolts, but yeah, these are fine for now. Looking pretty sharp. Let's put a cooler in. Whoa. Whoa. Hey. Hold the cooler. Yeah. That looks great. Let me grab a fishing pole. Oh, the fishing poles. We got plenty to pick from. Star Wars. Ha-ha! Ready for a day of fishing or going out on the boat? I just hope it clears the garage door. Let's see if this hits the garage on the way out. We have to load these after we're outdoors. Oh boy. Definitely can't take the offshore poles. Hey! Alright! Out for the initial test drive with our fishing pole and cooler holder. See, it's not rattling, it's not making noise, it's right riding good. And just more evidence for how awesome this golf cart is. I'm going to overtake this golf cart. Now that I've driven around for a while and checked it out, I like it. I like it a lot. Tiny little quips, and I think it's mostly because I believe these are handmade. I'll show you what I mean. So if you look at it, you can see how this side is slightly higher than this side. What's happening is on the weld here, you see how the bar is thinner here and it gets thicker. The weld's not perfectly flat. Same thing with these two bars. They're not perfectly aligned off center here. So it made measuring a little weird. So because the weld's off a little bit, this whole thing has a lean to the right a little bit. It's going to lean that way, so a tiny bit. It's not really noticeable, but when I put the cooler on, it's more noticeable. Again, not a big deal. I can overinflate the left tire, it'll probably look balanced. But again, great product, easy to install, and it comes in two varieties, one for the IGLOO, one for the Yeti. My preference is the IGLOO one, again, because the fishing poles are out front here. The Yeti one had them on the sides. And the Yeti one was thinner, it was smaller, because it was a smaller cooler. So it's a little bit smaller. Now, I like the nice wider one here. This one kind of fills this gap a little better than this one. You might have a smaller golf cart than this. This is a bigger golf cart, so the bigger one fits really well. Another project in the book, another upgrade to the golf cart. A little easy one. Again, it's really just drilling 2 holes. I want to show you some of the techniques